What's good, Lonnie gang? It's your girl Lonnie 24K. I have a lot of new subscribers and I feel like in my vlogs I kind of just hop right in and I don't really introduce myself. So my name is Kaylani, also known as Lonnie 24K. I'm just a little background behind me. So I am 22 years old and I am pregnant with my second kid. I'm known for having my baby at 13. I got pregnant with my first kid and I'm currently pregnant with my second one. You just gotta follow me to know like what type of person I am and who I am. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all comment down below. Y'all let the new subbies give them an opinion of how I am. We're gonna go ahead and get straight into it. The first question, how is this pregnancy going for you since you're expecting a boy? This pregnancy it's going pretty good, honestly. The only complaints that I have is like my morning sickness in the very beginning was horrible. I thought I was pregnant with the girl because I had morning sickness with TT. So that was like the worst part. And then I have pregnancy acne so bad. It may not look like really bad right now. I do have like a skincare routine going on. I'm very emotional this go round with this baby. I'm already emotional anyways, but like I'm very emotional, but I'm very excited. This pregnancy is going very good. He's healthy, so that's all I can ask for is a healthy baby. Next question, food cravings. In the beginning I was very sick, like I said, so I couldn't really eat much. I was eating like eggs was my go-to every single day, and like salt, so like salty stuff. I was craving like salty stuff, and then I kind of went into craving like sandwiches a little bit. How are you feeling symptoms and mentally? First trimester was pretty tough for me symptoms wise. As I stated in the beginning, very sick, so that was kind of depressing for me. Mentally, I was really working all the time, so I was like working Monday through Friday and I had the weekends off. But the first trimester was pretty tough for me. This baby was not planned, he was unexpected, so it was kind of tough, you know, going through the motions, actually sitting here like, hey, I am about to have a baby. For one, also even going through the thought process of deciding whether or not to keep the baby. Mentally, it was kind of rocky. My mental stage it has its highs and lows. Do I have any names in mind? I'm gonna go down my list of names.
Oh, wait, you made it?
Yes. And this is like kind of just the names that I have so far. If you guys have any name suggestions, comment them down below and let me know. So the first one I have is Kai, K-A-I. The next one I have is Kylan, but it's spelled K-A-I-L-E-N. And then I had Nair, and then I have Monaco. I want him to have a different name, but with my first kid, it was just set in stone. Like, she was born a day before my mother's birthday. My due date was my mother's birthday. Like, it's only right you're named after your grandmother, you know? There's some differences you notice carrying a boy versus carrying a girl. One big difference I noticed is that I carry very low with my boy. He is way more active than Tiana was. I don't know if that's a boy-girl thing. And my food cravings. When I was pregnant with Tiana, I didn't have any food cravings. This go around, I actually do have food cravings, like the sweet versus the salty. So that's the only three things that are really noticeable that I remember. Like, you gotta remember I did have a baby like 9 years ago. This is new to me. Again, it's kind of like I'm starting all over. The next question, are you gonna breastfeed? Yes, I'm going to try to breastfeed. I'm honestly scared. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm very scared to breastfeed due to the comments from like TikTok and like the videos from TikTok and like this like milk duct thing that's in your armpit. I don't know, I'm scared, okay? Because I hear about the pain, and like I didn't breastfeed at all with Tiana. Like when I came home from the hospital, I was like, dry these bad boys up. My grandmother had cabbage in the freezer. I had some frozen cabbage put on my boobs to dry that milk up. I didn't get the breastfeeding experience with Tiana. But I want to try it out this time. I feel like I was so young then, so like, and then with it being better for him and with the whole milk shortage thing going on, I'm gonna do both. Once he gets teeth, it's over with. Once he gets one tooth, the breastfeeding is done, okay? Because once you can start pulling for my boobs, and no, that's a problem. So I'm going to breastfeed him. I want to get that bonding experience with him. I'm actually very excited. But then I'm also going to put my breast milk in a bottle. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look into it. I don't have anything really set in stone. And also, I don't know how my breastfeeding journey is going to go. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. If you guys have any breastfeeding tips, let me know down in the comments. Next question. What helped you during your first trimester with sickness? I'm dying over here. So let me tell you the things that I tried. Okay, so the first thing, I got these like pregnancy sickness candies. They're called Preggy Pop Drops. Some people say they don't work. For me, it did work because I would get like overly sick if I didn't eat. That would kind of like help tame the morning sickness down. I tried out the C-band, which helped a little bit. I did like smoothies a lot. So like my morning sickness really stemmed from like, if I didn't eat, I would get like really sick. If you're like really sick throwing up, I don't really know. I don't really know, because like I threw up, but after throwing up, I would be okay. So the Preggy Pops, the C-band, rest, smoothies, and staying hydrated with water. Those are my tips that I have for morning sickness. Of course, if it's really bad, I always recommend for you to, you know, reach out to your doctor. They can prescribe you with stuff that would probably help. What is your experience like this time around, being that you're an adult and not a teen? Very great question. My experience this go around, it's different. I'm not like being shamed. It feels so good. Like, I love being a mom, and just carrying him, like, I'm really happy. The greatness that it feels when you carry a child, but it feels so good. Like, to know that I have my little son and they're growing and I'm growing him, and I'm just gonna have another little person to love and to take care of and to look up to me. It's great. It's a very great, rewarding feeling. Everyone is excited. It's not like oh, I'm not excited, I'm disappointed. Like, everyone's happy, I'm happy. The only thing is like, my grandma's not here, so that has been something that's been really hard for me, and I'm not gonna go too much into detail about it because I will start crying. Also, it's kind of been hard. Like, I never felt like I was missing out on anything when I was pregnant with Tiana, because like, I just didn't feel like I was missing out on anything. And even though I missed out on like my 8th grade year and stuff like that, I didn't think about that stuff till later on. Now I kind of feel like I miss out on like getting to like spend time with my friends, and like, I'm very nervous about going from 1 kid to 2 kids. I definitely don't want Tiana to feel left out, because he's gonna be so little, he's gonna need my attention. But I feel like she's so big, like, we'll be able to do things together and still be able to spend time together. So that's really the biggest difference about my experience then and now. How are you mentally this pregnancy versus your first one? Mentally, I think I'm a little bit better this go around, being that with the first pregnancy, I kind of felt like I didn't have any like family support, even though I had their support as far as like when it came to me taking care of like Tiana, and like everybody kind of got on board towards the end. It was still kind of hard because you could still kind of tell like everyone was disappointed in me. I was like kind of frowned upon. That was like the hardest thing. And it's already hard like when you have like a bunch of 13-year-old 14-year-old kids talking about you. Even the older ones, like I had like people that was like 16, 18, like all different ages that were talking about me. So it's hard when you see that and you receive that hate from strangers, but like when you also receive it from your family, it hurts too. This go around, me having like my family support in a happy way, it kind of makes a difference. Mentally now, I don't know, like I still have my days, but I definitely can say that this pregnancy is better mentally than my last one. The next question is going to be, do you feel like you have as much support as you did with your first pregnancy? So it's like, yes, I do, but then like also no. I say that because in the my first pregnancy, I had my Tita living here, I had my grandmother. So those were two people that were like major parts in my pregnancy life. I don't have that support now because my aunt lives in Georgia. My grandma is no longer here. I have people that I can like lean on for support, but that support like I don't know, like I used to be able to like get up in the middle of the night and go get into bed with my granny and like cry to her if I need to cry. Like I don't have that anymore. How did your dad feel about it? My dad is very happy and excited. He said from the beginning he wanted a grandson. So since finding out that he is having a grandson, he is very excited. He talks about taking him to football and like all the grandfatherly things that you do with the grandson. I feel like I've answered this question, but then I don't really know, like maybe it might be answered in a different way. But this question says, how are you feeling emotionally? Emotionally, I have my days. I have moments where I feel really good, and then I have moments where I feel very sad. So it's definitely a roller coaster. This pregnancy has been an up and down roller coaster when it comes to the emotions and how I feel. I just have my days. Right now, I'm trying to find like counseling to get into, just to be able to express my emotions a little bit better. And we'll have a whole another video about that, but like I'm trying to like heal past like these childhood traumas that I have, just so I can be a better person. That is my biggest thing in life right now, is I want to be a better person, want to better myself so that I can be a better mother to my kids and just be a better person overall. Healing is very important. So I encourage all of you guys to get on the healing train with me and work through those issues that you may have. The last and final question is, did I go through postpartum with my daughter? I didn't have like any postpartum depression or anything. The only thing that I did go through was like my hair was coming out. Like I had like the postpartum hair loss. I didn't have any postpartum depression. I'm praying that I don't have postpartum depression with him and that, you know, my postpartum goes good. I did have a lot of assistance in the beginning. So if I needed it, like I would just have nights where my aunt would get the baby, or like my grandma would, you know, come in the middle of the night and get the baby. I was very tired. I will never forget, I posted a picture and this girl was like, "You look so tired." And I'm like, first of all, let me just tell y'all, if you see a mother that just had a baby and she posts a picture and she looks tired, don't tell her that she looks tired. Like, tell her that she looks beautiful or something. Like, she just had a baby, okay? And that is gonna be all for my video today. Thank you for tuning into my video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, this little insight on my first trimester. That's gonna be all, guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see y'all on the next video.